pushed it a little bit too far here. I want to lose somebody and have them come back with a Feign Death, so declare class. All right. Oh, he saw it. He saw it coming. He said, I can't do no more. Okay. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Artisan. Artisan. You know I like Artisan. You like Artisan, I like Artisan. And what's better than Artisan than starting off with a painter? Kalain. Yes, we're doing a Kalain Vampire 1/1 counters, gain and drain, Artisan, uncommon only, starter deck style, ultra deck. I love the Artisan queue. What does Artisan mean? That's the biggest question everyone always asks me. It means there are no rares or mythic rares, as it were. It is uncommon and common cards only. That's the only thing that's in this deck. So it is a great starter deck because it's not going to cause you any rares. It's not going to cause you any mythic rares. It's not expensive. It's mostly going to be commons and uncommon. So it's a cheap deck. It's a good way to get in if you don't have the vampires yet. If you don't have the big things to come in and really hit it hard, you can go with this one. So before we get started, of course, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly hit that like button. Gently hit that subscribe button. Or else, guys, well, the like and subscribe will come and get you, and he will maul you. He will maul you with his werewolf claws. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. Love to see you there. Every night at 11 p.m., sometimes earlier. Keep an eye out. You can check out our Discord. We'd love to have you. Get all the latest news and decks. And, of course, this deck and all the others can be found on my AetherHub down in the description below. So go check that out and see what we're doing. So what are we talking about when we talk about Painted Blood? Bloodchief Stirs. As I said, if you're running vampires, this is the removal you need. Draining the blood out of people with Drana. Fantastic stuff there. People are going very aggro with Artisan. So what we really want to do is slow that down, because this is kind of a mid-range. Even though it's kind of cheap, we don't really get the engine up and running until later. So a lot of removal early on. Feign Death, a card that I think is suitable for vampires. It's going to put 1/1 counters when something dies. It's going to return to the board for 1 black. Until the end of your turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, return to the battlefield tapped under its owner control with a 1/1 counter on it. This is a really good card, guys, especially if you're running into a lot of heavy removal. You could run this, and that will always keep your creatures on the board. It'll make them return even more powerful than they were. Shambling Ghast. We always need a Remfew, right? We always need a zombie to serve our vampire lords, don't we? We also need her to ramp and destroy early things. This is going to be a lot of good early plays we're going to have here. It's also going to teach you the good mechanics of how to get treasure and how to ramp in case you're starting a new deck and you're kind of new to Magic. You're going to learn a lot of tricks with Shambling Ghast. Fantastic card to put in pretty much any black deck, essentially. Deadly Dispute. Oh no, Play with Fire, I'm sorry. Play with Fire deals 2 damage to any target. If the player is dealt damage this way, scry 1. Okay, so it's a little bit better than Shock. 1 red mana, 2 damage, but a little bit more than 6 words. It will let you scry, which of course can let you pick what card you want, and 2 damage to anybody, including the direct target of who you're attacking, go right to the opponent's face, which is fantastic as well. Deadly Dispute. As an additional cost to this, sacrifice an artifact or a creature. So don't forget that treasure is artifacts. You can always play this on your creature. If your creature is about to get killed, if that's about to die, if that's about to suffer and go down, you might as well get some treasure. You might as well get some cards out of it. Card draw, keeping a steady flow of cards coming into your hand is going to be very important with this deck too. So Deadly Dispute is going to be one to watch, especially playing it on the Shambling Ghast, because you can get 2 treasure out of that on turn 2. Turn 3, you can potentially play a 5 mana creature or something like that, because if you put down the 3rd mana with 2 treasure, boom, you're right there. Falkenrath Perforator. Really like her. Falkenrath Perforator attacks. It deals 1 damage to defending player. Doing damage directly is going to be a really good one. She's also wearing some really nice fishnet, kind of lacy stockings there, which, I mean, the card is worth it just for that. 2/1 aggro creature, a vampire, and doing direct damage is going to help with our Vampire Socialite and our Stromkirk Bloodthief going forward. Now we have Kalain, Reclusive Painter, and she will paint in blood. Human Elf Barb. When Kalain Reclusive Painter enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Other creatures you control enter the battlefield with an additional 1/1 counter on them for each mana from treasure you spent to cast it. So as much treasure as you have is going to be how many 1/1 counters that you spend. So 3 Kalains is going to be fantastic. Great for any Rakdos treasure deck. Unbelievably good abilities at an uncommon level. I like to put Feign Death on Kalain, sacrifice with Deadly Dispute, and then bring her back, which of course will create 2 treasure tokens and let you draw 2 cards. Fantastic combos you can pull with Feign Death. Feign Death, Deadly Dispute, and Kalain. Vampire Socialite, a great one here. A 2/2 menace for 2, which is pretty good. When she enters the battlefield, if an opponent lost life this turn, put a 1/1 counter on each other vampire you control. As long as an opponent lost life this turn, each other vampire you control enters the battlefield with an additional 1/1. So if they've lost life, which even if Falkenrath dies, it's already done direct damage past the blockers, Vampire Socialite will come in and put a 1/1 counter on everybody. In addition to that, any other vampires you play after that will come in with an additional 1/1 counter. Vito's Daughter. Destruction and Death. Here we go. 2/3. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. You don't need too many of her, just 2 of her to back up and enhance the 1/1 counter ability that we're going to get at the end here, which I'm going to show you. She is a little expensive for 2/3, but she is aggressive. If we play her with some more 1/1 counters on her, she will certainly help out, but we only need really 2 here. Stromkirk Bloodthief. She is stealing the blood ties. At the beginning of your end step, if your opponent lost life this turn, put a 1/1 counter on target vampire you control. Again, this is all about loading up our creatures with 1/1 counters. I'm going to show you why in a second, because it goes back to my Counts Vampires deck, in case you were interested in watching that. This is kind of the discount bargain bin Kmart version of that. Y'all remember Kmart? Anyways, so if anybody left test, you can put a 1/1 counter on any vampire that you want. Then we're finishing off with, of course, Tenured Inkcaster. This is the crux kind of the deck. This is our win state and our end game here. When Tenured Inkcaster enters the battlefield, she gets a 1/1 counter on anybody that she wants. And then, here we go. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter attacks on it, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay, so Marauding Blight-Priest is going to help accentuate that by making them lose 2 and you gain 1. All of these things, Kalain, Feign Death, Vampire Socialite, Stromkirk, they all add 1/1 counters. That's their whole point. That's the whole goal of all of the various things that we have, is to make sure that all of our creatures have 1/1 counters, whether it's Vampire Socialite, whatever, and then push in with Tenured Inkcaster. She is a little expensive. That's why I said that a lot of these are cheap, but we're kind of setting up ourselves a big hit early on. We're going to try to go for a big attack with a sweeping in with Tenured Inkcaster, and we can do that damage and gain that life. So that's the trick we're trying to pull off. 10 swamps, 11 swamps, 10 mountains. If you want to put that snowland in play, I don't blame you. It's called, what is it called? It's called Sulphurous Mire. If you want to put one of those, sure, yeah, go for it. That's the double land, but it comes in tap, so it slows you down a little bit. So I'm not sure if you 100% you want to do that. It's up to you. Mana, of course, is always to taste as you feel. Painted Blood here. We just have a regular black Daxon. 1.9 average with 21 mana. We're a little bit over manaed, especially with how much treasure we're going to do, but I have gotten droughted. You do want to play those big cards. You do want to play multiple cards per play, so I think that we're actually better off a little higher mana than normally I would do. 23 creatures, 16 of them are vampires. So we're about a little over half vampires. We're not entirely full vampires, but we have some vampiric servants, as it were. 12 instants and 4 sorceries. We really want to play heavy on the removal. We want to slow down those double play decks. Mono white double play is always a problem for us. Really somebody coming in aggressively before we can get our defenses up, before we can get our kind of engine running. So we want to slow that down. That's going to be key there. And then, of course, we're looking at the alternate view here. We have really a lot of plays on... Why did it do that? Let's get rid of that. All right, there we go. We really have a lot of plays on 1 and 2. Only 5 on 3 and 3 on 5. So 5 on 3 and 3 on 5. We're mostly at 1 and 2. Pretty cheap overall to play. Pretty aggressive, but like I said, the engine is going to take a little bit of time to get going, so we do want to make sure that we have the ability to slow the other aggressive decks down, so because we're kind of skirting the line between mid-range and aggro. So we're just going to get right into the Artisan play here, and we'll see how we do. One more, guys. Last one. All right. Let's push Abaddon. All right, there we go. Just pure Sentinel. He's going to be able to tap and put 2 down. Play with Treasure. Put that. Okay. Put Vampire Socialite out. There we go. Brushfire Elemental. Put down a mana. Do you want to swoop in? I didn't think you wanted to swoop in. Damage. End step. Put a counter. There we go. Aquam Hellhound. You could swing for a lot of damage here, but it's not really gonna really library. Not gonna really library. I'm reading the field trip card. It's not really gonna matter, guy. Yeah. How much is that? Yeah. No blocks. Boof. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get rid of you. There you go. And then hit. Pop, 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 pop. There you go. At the beginning of your thingy, you put the thingy on the thingy. Yeah. Aquam Hellhound. Expand Anatomy. Put that down. Put that down. 5 damage. Not enough, my guy. And he's out of there. Axon 504. Good. I don't really like this. If I had some sacrifices for the Shambling Ghast, but otherwise I'm just ramping to nothing. And that's Simic's job. mulligan. This is real bad. I mean, that's slightly better, but Lord mercy. All right. It's on him. What has he got? Red. Okay. I'll put down a mount for me. I mean, a swamp for me. What has he got? Goblins? It's probably goblins. Three red cards out and no action yet. That's unusual. Magic missile. Okay. Create a treasure token. End it. My turn. Let's wait. Let's wait because I think he's probably going to blast him, and I'll deadly dispute him before I let him blast him. So let's wait on that. Goblin Gathering. Okay, yeah. So let's put down Falkenrath. Let's do this first. And let's push in. See if we get for double block here. Because he's probably going to want to gobbo himself out. He's probably going to blast my Falkenrath. Falkenrath. Sorry, guys. Got a lot of gobbos here. He's going to take a bunch of them out. Let's just eat them up. There we go. See how many more Goblin Gatherings he can get. Hulking Bugbear, okay. Falkenrath Perforator. Next, push. Alright. He's a 3, so we can Bloodchief him later. Let's see if he Goblin Gathers again. Yep, he's going to. 4. Yeah, let's block that. Let's create a treasure. Fireblade Charger, very nice. No attacks. He's really playing slow for a Goblin deck. Dwarven Hammer. Bro, hit the attack button, my guy. Lord have mercy. Hit the attack button. You opened yourself up to shit like this, man. +3 in trample. That's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. But he'd have to leave himself open. Yeah, that's a good one. Brutus speed on the freaking thing. There you go. There's the gas pedal. All right. There's the gas pedal, man. All right, so let's do this. We're dead anyways, because even if we block this or cancel it, it's going to explode. He doesn't realize that, though. He might just F up the whole game here. So freaking hesitant, man. Got a fucking aggro red goblin deck. He's scared of playing it. No good, my guy. Do it. Just play it. All right, I got time for one more game. Let's see if we can get a win in. No good hand. Oof, no, I don't want that. Let's get rid of him right away. Charm Stray. Fine. Oh, another Charm Stray. What are the chances? And a Code Spell for another 1/1. Falkenrath Perforator. There we go. Good game, he says. Good game. He's already good gaming me here. It's another Charm Stray. Pacifism. He said, "You're already beat, my guy. I've already beaten you. So it's too late." Deadly Dispute. Get rid of her. Okay. Put down a Shambling Ghast. And of course, Deadly Dispute. Auto pay. And turn. Pay with treasure. There we go. Poof. All right, now we still have the mechanic in play, and he's out of gas, so he might have pushed it a little bit too far here. I wanna lose somebody and have them come back with a Feign Death. So, see, Cleric class. All right. Oh, he saw it. He saw it coming. He said, "I can't do no more." Okay. Yeah, a little bit of a premature good game there, guy. You don't want to do that. All right. I think that's good enough, folks. Did a little bit of damage there. Nah, it's aggressive, but the Artisan Q was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Of course, I think the word of the day is need to be painted. This is going to be a little shorter one. I'm using the alternate mic, so I hope you get used to it. I'll do the shakedown breakdown with the good mic, and we'll see how that goes. But I hope you appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the Artisan Q. I wish they would add a regular Artisan Q. I love it. Cheap Vampires, great starter deck for you. Until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.